What's going on, y'all? Welcome to our 7th and final video in this series. A series where we've been exploring the Hermetic principles. And in this video, we're diving into the 7th Hermetic principle, the principle of gender. And that states that everything has gender. And that both masculine and feminine have their set of principles. And that gender is manifest on all levels. Now, before there's a flame war in the comments, I'll state firsthand that neither of these energies are better than the other. They're simply two different aspects of the one whole, and that we have a balance of both these energies within each and every one of us. And by understanding these energies, we can better utilize them for our advantage. So let's detail some of these out. We have the masculine energy. It's linked to the left side of the brain, the left hemisphere. It's that yang energy, it's that active energy, the one that goes out and leads. And then we have the feminine energy, which is that yin energy, the receptive, the creative and intuitive side of ourselves. And we can use both of these because they're both at our disposal. We have tools like meditation, which is a feminine aspect where we rest and stay still and we listen for that calling. And then we have our masculine aspect where it's the action oriented. We go out and accomplish things. And we need both of these things. And if you get it cycling right, they feed into each other. You get into that meditative state, you receive that calling of what to do, and then you activate your masculine to get that thing done. And we need both. And it's when we balance both these hemispheres, both our left and right side of our brains, that we really become a powerhouse. And if we continue out to detail out these different energies, we can better understand them. We can think of the masculine as a digital signal. It's an on or off. And then we can think of the feminine energies as more of an analog signal, where it's more of a spectrum. Or we can also look at it as a type of light. We can think of a masculine as a spotlight or flashlight that shines a beam onto one certain area. And then we have the feminine, which is more of like a lantern, like diffuse. We have diffuse and direct. And we can switch between these two modes depending on what we're trying to do. And in all reality, we need both of them to accomplish the things we want to do. We need that feminine energy, that restful state, that meditative state, to receive that calling for what we need to do. And then we need to utilize our masculine energy, our action, to get those things done. And you can see how this thing kind of cycles. Another way I like to see it as is the masculine is taking that action and planting those seeds. And the feminine is allowing those seeds to grow, allowing those things to be nurtured. So when we learn how to utilize both of these energies and balance our left and right hemispheres of the brain, we become a powerhouse. We can also see how this plays out in our thought process too. Men, they typically, when they think about a subject, it's like they take out a box, they open up the box, they can detail everything inside that box, close it, and put it back. It's that on-off digital signal. And then we have women, they tend to, it's all over the place, one connects with the other, and it's all related, and it's like a big ball of yarn. Somehow it all relates. I don't know how they do it, they just do. And learning how and when to jump between these two things, we become a more integrated being because we have the balance of the left and right hemisphere. Sometimes we might be scoped in on a problem too much. We have that masculine laser beam light that we're using. And sometimes we need to switch back into that diffuse thinking, that lantern thinking, so we can pick up the things that are surrounding us that we may not see in that masculine mindset. So both of these are incredibly useful to us. We just got to learn when to use the right tool. And one of the things that really helps us in deciding which tool to use is that meditation. You learn where that dial is and where that dial needs to go. It's a self-discovery process that you continue uncovering over time. And the wonderful thing about this process is, as we get better at it, we get better at it. And when we get better at it, we continue to get better at it. That's like how we're talking about during our polarization video. Is we're noticing and we're able to notice when we get those hooks in, or we might be able to notice what energies we might need to use. So, what did we cover and learn in this video? We learned that we have these two energies, both the masculine and feminine, and that neither of them are better than the other. They're two different aspects, two expressions of the one whole. And that we can utilize these traits of these energies to accomplish certain tasks. Maybe we're focused too far in on that problem and we need to switch over to a feminine, into that receptive mode, so we can tap into that intuitive mode. And then when we get that intuitive hit, that calling, we can switch back over into that masculine and create action to accomplish one's will. We learned that both these energies are linked with a certain hemisphere of the brain, and that when we balance these hemispheres out, we're able to utilize both this masculine and feminine energy. We become a powerhouse because we become a more balanced and integrated being. And I would like for you to like and subscribe, and then comment down below an aha moment you've had from this series, or comment a series on a subject that you would like me to cover. I'm going to go out and enjoy the rest of this day. Take a step outside, get some fresh air, and if you want bonus points, get your ass in the grass and bare feet on the ground. Take care, y'all. Have a wonderful one.